All right, Coach. First home conference win in 3 years for UAPB. When that clock hit zero and that ball hit the turf, just describe the emotions of that moment.
I mean, I didn't really have any emotions. I was at peace. And it really started just from, the work these kids put in throughout the year, in the summer. And this is a special team. Man, we losing guys left and right. We got 3 corners, you got 3 safeties, three linebackers down, but we just continue to go. And so I've been at peace, man. So I'm excited. It wasn't no doubt we was gonna win the game. Like, I felt it, I knew it, and I've been saying it, man. This team is a good football team, and as soon as the defense catch up with the offense, we're gonna be able to make some noise. And so I think what you saw a relief, because you know how you keep telling people like, hey man, we good. I keep telling the players, man, we good. And they're like, Coach, man, you keep saying that. And so it felt good at the end of the game, and that's why I really had no emotion. I just was really excited for the kids that we were able to get this early and not the last game of the year.
And Quintin, with that break up there at the end, just walk me through that play and what you saw and how it felt.
Sure. It's just knowing the game, knowing the situation, having ball knowledge. Coach told me, he always preached, don't be selfish. So I could have easily tried to jump, get an interception, but knowing the situation, every time I've seen multiple games where people try to pick it off, the ball get tipped up, and they catch it, score a touchdown. So I just knew, just bat it down, game over, celebrate.
And Coach, for this defense, held them under 400 yards, held them under 100 rushing yards, which is something we've been talking a lot about. The overall defensive effort tonight, what did you see?
Well, we've been preaching for the last 3 weeks. I mean, we've been close. If you go back and watch last week's game, the first half, they only had 220 yards. And then the third and fourth quarter kind of wore down. And tonight, man, we were able to keep the pedal to the metal. They had 365 yards of total offense. They held them under 100 yards. And man, we just playing everybody we got. We literally got like 21 guys on defense. And I mean that, because so many guys are injured, but, it was good to see Antoine Jackson. He ain't practiced in 2 weeks to come out there and do what he did. We got 3 safeties. Liam Lindo was playing safety and corner. Last week, Sean Wilson started at corner. He was a starting safety. He's never played corner. So we're doing this thing one person at a time, one play at a time, and we're just not flinching. And so it's exciting to see the kids. Everybody been hard on the defense. I've been hard on them. I coached the corners. So, it was frustrating, but I knew we were close. And so to see us play like that, I'm happy for Coach Callaway, Coach Burrow, Coach Rose, the defensive guys. Man, they've been wearing us out. You know how people be talking, hey, man, if they get a defense, they can win some games. Well, you know what? And I told them, man, you just got to put the blinders on. This is a process. And I told everybody when we recruited these 19 freshmen, we got a good football team. And we're going to continue to get better. We're going to continue to recruit this state. We're going to continue to get guys in the portal that want to be here. Continue to find the Giovannis that's at lower levels that want to prove themselves. And, man, got a quarterback like Makai, and you got an offensive line that's doing a good job. The offensive staff, Coach Hub, Coach Wallace, our special teams coordinator, Coach Manley, BJ's coach, Coach Lack, coaching receivers. Who am I missing? Coach Gasson, recruiting coordinator, tight end. Like, this is a team effort. It's the first time that we put it all together, offense, defense, and special team. And I'm proud that we went down 8-0 and nobody flinched. Like, man, they could have easily quit. We were up 14-0, and now we were down 8-0 and nobody panicked, and we were able to get the win. So exciting.
And like you said, go down 8-0 real quick, and then to be able to just brush it off and get right back in the game. We'd seen this team start fast and then not be able to continue it. To do the opposite this time and start slow, but then get it going, how good was that to see that they could get it going?
Coach, I just believe our offense is dynamic, and I don't stress. Like last year, man, I'm trying to build a program. I was worried about this, worried about that. I have no worries. I got a guy calling the plays. He's like family to me, Tony Hull. I trust him. I trust the offensive guys, the offensive staff. I trust our players. It's a family. And so I feel good that we can score anytime, and our defense is going to continue to get better. Man, we just putting this thing together. I think the sky's the limit. We just got to take it one game at a time, and if we do that, we'll have an opportunity to win every game, as I said before.
And you talked about some of the players that you've been without. Obviously, no OJ, no Jonas, but yet BJ and Zamarian are able to get you over 100 yards rushing at halftime. He gets 2 touchdowns for you. How did you like the way that they stepped up today?
Well, I mean, when I first took the job, BJ was the first guy I went to get. I wanted a kid from Arkansas that UAPB meant something to him, and that we got him. And I told the coaches, like, yeah, we be going out trying to get other running back. Y'all can go find him. I said, but hey, at the end of the day, old BJ gonna be right there. He's a football player, and that's what he does. He make plays, and it's good for him. I mean, I never doubted BJ, but we got guys down. But at the end of the day, next man mentality, and BJ's taking advantage of his opportunity. He's never complained. He played every special team. I don't know if you know that, but this guy's a football player. He's a warrior, and that's what we need. We need warriors in our program, and I'm proud for him. Got him a couple of tutties, and that's big time.
Speaking of those touchdowns, BJ had a couple of them. Had one where you got hit short of the goal line, but were able to keep your balance and get in there. How are you feeling out there on the field today, and what allowed you to get those touchdowns?
Coach Manley, he stressed to us, don't look for the home run, make one cut and get vertical. So I did that, and we ran similar plays on both touchdowns. It was came out the same way, just go run, low pad level.
And you guys as a team hadn't been running the ball super well so far this season. You're able to get, like I said, over 100 yards rushing in the first half. What allowed you guys to kind of break through today?
Really trusting the O-line, following the tracks, listening to the coaches. They got it schemed up real good.
And Quintin, for you, like we talked about before, you guys go down 8-0, a lot of pressure to try and get back in the game. For the defense, how did you guys handle that moment?
Really, we just didn't fold. We just knew we had to step up, make a play. Because defense, to be honest with you, we've been slacking as a defense, so it was time for us to step up, and today was the day we actually stepped up.
And for you guys, having given up some points to some other teams, to be able to hold them to 17 and only gave up 1 touchdown, how good did that feel for you guys?
It was a great feeling, just knowing that we're starting to click as a whole, from the top to the bottom, D-line, linebackers, DBs. We're finally starting to buy into what we need to do, actually.
Coach, obviously, on that last drive for you guys, it's 3rd and 6, and most people would run the ball, trying to work the clock, and then y'all take a shot for Giovanni. And as good as Giovanni is, that was I think a gutsy play call, most would say. How confident were you in that play call in that moment?
Very confident. And I told the team earlier this week, and they'll tell you, I told them, if you get me to the 40-yard line, I trust our offense. If it's 4th and 6 or 7, I'm going for it. I believe in those guys. They work so hard. Our offensive staff is really, really good. And so if they say, Coach, I got to play, and Tony asked me right before, he said, Coach, he said, help me out. I said, no, I ain't helping you out. I brought you here. I said, this is money down, baby, let's get it. And so he said, I'm going to go with my money. I mean, Giovanni works so hard. I mean, every day in practice. Our players, defensive backs, want to cover him. It's tough. Man, that kid is special. And so I take my chances with Levin any day of the week. One-on-one with Levin, Golden Line going to win.
And like I said, it seems like we talk about Giovanni every week, but at this point in the season, it's not like he's a secret for enemy opposing defenses, and they know the 11's getting the ball. How is he able to still, when it's double covered or whatever, still find a way to get open, still find a way to make those plays when everyone knows the ball's going to him?
Well, I'll be honest. You saw Day made a great catch. He dropped it in the end. We got guys. We still got more weapons that you haven't even seen because they injured. We got dudes on offense. And I keep telling people that. You can try to scheme up for Giovanni. We're going to hit you 100 yards over here. You try to scheme up on something else. We got guys. We got 2 tight ends that we got it. Them guys are pretty doggone good. Man, we got a really good balanced football team. As soon as these babies starting to grow up on defense, then you're going to see something special here in the Bluff.
How do you guys build on this to go into next week?
Well, I mean, we're going to enjoy it tomorrow. Enjoy this tonight. Tomorrow they got off. Sunday going to come back and get ready for Grambling. It's their homecoming. Man, we tired of people scheduling us for homecoming. Okay? Alcorn did it. Grambling's doing it. And so we need to go down there and lock in as a family and do what we need to do. Because the pressure is going to be on them. When I say pressure, it's their homecoming. They need to win their homecoming. But guess what? We want to spoil their homecoming. And obviously Coach Hull was there as the OC. And, you know, they didn't keep him around. I'm glad they didn't, because we got him. And so I believe in what we're going to do offensively and defensively. We just got to continue to grow, and our special teams is doing a good job as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Congratulations, fellas.